Back to my Titanic Deck Tech video, and today this title of the video is called Pay X. And what that brings to my mind when I hear about that kind of spell, the first one that comes to my mind of just like right off the bat would be a great example would be like a Shatter Skull Smashing. And this one's a really nice land, right? Where you could just pay the life and have it come in on tap for that 3, or you could pay X into this cost to cost, along with 2 additional red, and then you could divvy up damage amongst 2 targets. Basically, I think it's creatures and or planeswalkers. So, for instance, if you paid into this, 6 total, including the red, you could divvy up like 3 damage to one target and 1 damage to the other. And like I said, actually, if it's 6 or more, it just does twice that X damage, so that's good. So actually, if you did pay into 6, it would do twice the damage that you would input. So for instance, if you had 3 going to something and 1 going to the other, one would do 6 and the other would do 2. But if you only paid in 5 to this, then you could only do 3 to a target and 2 to the other target. So that's a really cool example of like an X spell. And so I had this great idea. I was kind of onto something, I think, with the Aragorn the Uniter, but I kind of got like disenchanted with it. I got up to a point and I was like, oh, I did the thing. And it was kind of like, well, that was it. But then I got to thinking, we have all these really great cost reducers and like these wizards, and they make things cost less. Like BRAWL makes instants and sorceries cost 1 less. RAL makes instants and sorceries cost 1 less. Vadrik can reduce things based on its power. And then you have also great cards that can produce copious amounts of mana when you have high power creatures like Selvala. So I just thought like, well, maybe if we team these kind of cards up together, we could really get into some like really nasty X spells. So what I did is I just kind of added the generic spells that were already good, like Last March to the Ends. These are just generate so many cards with Aragorn and these cost reductions. Like, they're just very castable with these cards like Selvala and Vadrik. And we're just generating so many cards because Aragorn will put +4/+4 on himself. The spell will get casted and you'll just draw 9 cards. So because it's based on the power, right? That's what the verbiage is. Draw cards equal to the greatest toughness. So that's the toughness for Last March, whereas Rishkar's expertise is the greatest power. Another spell that works like this is Wild Speaker. So I think that'll be like kind of the last non-pay X spell we put in. So we're gonna be putting some pay X spells, and then we're gonna add in staples that we see along the way, like Esper Sentinel. But really, we're looking for that X in this casting cost. That's kind of what we're kind of after for in this one. So let's see, like Wrath of the Skies. That has to do with energy too, right? You get X energy, then you may pay any amount of energy. Destroy each artifact, creature enchantment with mana value less than an equal amount of energy paid this way. Very well. How about this Decree of Justice? Ooh, there's some angels there. That seems kind of expensive, but man, we could probably play Starnheim Unleashed too. Oh, that could be really fun. Create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying. Okay. Cycling. When you cycle Decree of Justice, you may pay X if you do create X 1/1 creature tokens. Okay. So basically, we get a 4/4 angel if we pay 6 into this, so it's not the greatest. Or we cycle it and play X and then create X 1/1 soldier creature tokens. So if we paid in, for instance, we cycle it, we draw, pay 4, we make 4/1/1. So kind of interesting card, but I don't think we're going to be going for it. There's Path of Negation. So none of these X spells look too interesting yet. But hopefully we find some more. Syncopate, that's like a counter spell. But we're looking more big. We want to go pretty big, right? Look at the top X cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. or counter target spell. That's kind of some interesting selection. 2 blue is kind of brutal for us, but it is interesting. Alright, how about the Strixhaven one? Okay, I don't want that X-Spell really. Kind of... Oh, we definitely want Arcanist because we can beef up the Arcanist and derive power from that. Because it's mana value less than or equal to Dreadheart Arcanist's power, and we can get his power up with Aragorn. Okay. Arcane Bombardment. No, because we're going to be playing like X spells. Electro Dominance. That's pretty sweet. What's this one? That sounds pretty interesting too. Do we want like an Itali for our last march? Maybe. Finale of Promise. You may cast up to 1 target instant or sorcery card and 1 target sorcery card from a graveyard, each with mana value X or less. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Because we'll have more things than just X spells. We'll have like just regular casted spells too. So we're doing pretty good, I think. Surely there has to be more. I mean, there's even Crackle with Power, so I don't know like why I must not have the verbiage like completely correct. Like let's look at the verbiage for Crackle. Deals 5 times. Let's try it. Like even like Doppelgang, right? Let's see, Doppelgang. Did I not have that crafted? I find it hard to believe. We might just have to go X here. I mean, Tamio is really good too. Yeah, you kind of always get this like wizard theme too in this pile. These wizards just kind of come up from the wayside, and you just have a bunch of wizards all of a sudden. Uro is kind of a cool card too. Oh, I'm just in the Simic piles. Okay, so there's Doppelgang. Sweet. Yeah, for each of X target permanents, create X tokens or copies of that permanent. Yeah, that's cool. Callan joins up. We'll definitely be getting the other joins up, trust me. Lagrella. Okay, very well. Okay. Before I forget, like the Aragorn card. When Annie joins up, enters the battlefield, deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. If a triggered ability of a trigger. If a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Nice. What's the verbiage on this? Just X. X target. Maybe that's the one we want. Okay. Now we're cooking. Ooh, these spree cards could be really good too with this cost reduction. Ooh, okay. Probably still play this sweet removal. Or we might even play the marches. Just the marches, right? Yeah, we might. We might just get real busy with X. DX. We do want to protect our stuff. So Skrelv and Giver will probably be good. Swords. For sure. Hey, Johnny. Wow. Man, we could be here all night because it's just like so many things with this verbiage, X and target. Some of it's just in the title of the name of the card. So it's kind of hard sometimes to sort through this stuff, guys. In fact, I'm surprised we didn't see March of the Otherworldly Light, unless I was just blind. Because I thought that was like an X targeted spell. Like, how is it not here? You know? How is it not there? I guess it's all the way in the back. Oh, there's March. So there's March. Sure. Okay, what we got here? We got some serious X spells here. Heliod's Intervention. Okay, it's like a pest. It's like a pest infestation. Okay. Abuelo's Awakening. I don't know if we're going to be playing enchantments. Pact is a card to play. Mana Drain. It's a good one. Good one. Good. We're at 78 cards already. I know we have quite a few lands in here. I added a lot of spell lands, so there's that to consider as well. Well, I just recently put up an Arwen video. It was fun. Yeah, I really liked that card a lot. So, yeah, go check that one out. That was really, really cool. We're also just looking at like big spells too. You know, we like looking for the big stuff. March, yeah. Extraordinary Journey. That's quite an extraordinary journey. Okay. Kind of a naughty card there. Ooh. Mass Manipulation. This 4 blue is brutal though. I need to run like Chromatic Lantern and such to get into that kind of stuff. Blue Sun Zenith. Yeah, like this double blue pip, I would probably consider it, you know. Oh, here's a spree card. How fun. We'll definitely look spree up. See if that will... I don't know if you can search for those cards. I think you can. Electrostatic Blast. Twinferno. It's interesting too, like the doublers, right? That's kind of where like my skill set would probably get kind of newbie-ish, like trying to figure out like the the doubling spells like Twinferno and how many to play. I know Galvanic Iteration isn't the worst. Definitely had a little bit of success with that here and there. And we'll definitely be playing like the higher value cards. Mizzix Mastered is, I could see that like an overloaded cost is a big spell, right? We're going pretty big in this one. Bigger than normal. Transmogrify. Virtue of Courage. Kind of a cool card. There's Chandra. Chaotic Transformation. Explosive Singularity. What does that do? Oh, it's like a Convoking. Cool card. Volcanic Salvo. Very interesting, actually. In the right condition, this probably just costs like, a couple red and a colorless for us. In the right conditions. Destroy X target artifacts. Stop. Then you just have these spells that just go face. What's the rate versus crackle with power versus? So if I pay, for instance, 3, if I pay 5, I do. Crackle with Power deals 5 times X damage to each up to X target. So 5 gives 5. Then you have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 does 10. 3, 6, 9. 10, 11. 11 does 15 to 3 targets. It's better than Light Up the Night. There's no doubt about that. Just the fact that this is a land is just so good. These are kind of interesting too, like these kicker spells. Green just has the most amazing cards. Really do. They're just nice to look at and they're just super strong. Okay. There's Pest Infestation. We'll put that one in for sure. I like the one green. That's nice for us. Primal Might. Tyvar Stand. Kind of a cool one for Aragorn, actually. I mean, the more power, the better sometimes for us, right? Dance of the Manse. Oh my goodness, that card is so classic. Such a classic card. There's Galvanic. You know, I'm kind of curious if any of the copying spells like have colorless in their mana pool, because usually they have like a double pip so they don't get reduced. The flashback is reduced though. Yeah, you can see like there's this double pipped, like, you know, there's no reduction to them. World Soul's Rage for sure. I'll try that one out. We have some fetch lands, so could get some lands in the grave. Definitely going to get some spree cards here in a second, I know it. Oops, sorry. Did we pass the doppelgang? Let's see. I just wanted to see there was another X spell around here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Maybe I did, but... And there's just these artifacts. Just seeing if I need any of these artifacts or not. Oops. Portal. Portal to Phyrexia. Let's go, let's type in spree. See what kind of spree spells we got going on here. Final Showdown. Interesting. I don't really have too many wild cards to spend right now, so hopefully I can just get the ones I want. Ooh, yeah, there's some good ones here for sure. I'm very excited. This looks right up to where I wanted to be. What's the rate of this? It's kind of like with our spell reducers, it's kind of like a better spell pierce. Because it can counter any spell for a blue. It must pay 2. It's kind of an interesting one. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Venom Interference, huh? Don't know. But I definitely know 3 steps can get us some copies of things. Get us some cards. This is the Great Train Heist. Oh yeah. You get the extra combat step. You can get a little buff. You can get a little action there. Smuggler's Surprise. Fantastic. Yeah, we might add some chunky fellows here. Let's see. Smuggler's Surprise. Kind of like it for just putting stuff in our graveyard too for our Mizzet's Mastery. Don't know if we'll have the creatures in hand. I don't know if we're playing enough creatures for this to make it really good. I don't think so. I don't think so. Trash the town though. That's good with our commander. It's kind of a nice mana sink. Draw 2 cards. Okay. What about this one? Little ramp. See if I don't have any yet. Just trying to see, do we have some creatures? I mean, we have a couple. What's the return the favor do? Copy target instant spell, sorcery spell, activate ability, or triggered ability. Change the target of a spell or ability with a single target. Okay. About this requisition ride. Kind of an interesting one too. And final showdown is like a wrath effect. Okay. Let me just look at the let's see. Let's go to X damage. X damage. Mercurial Spell Dancer is really nice too because it copies like those X things. That is an interesting card, it really is. I don't know though. I don't know if we're like going to be going in, you know. We're going to be really spell heavy, you know. I might not be able to support the Spell Dancer. She might get targeted very easily. I wonder if I'm missing anything, guys. Like, maybe if you can help, you know. Always appreciate when you guys comment on the decks and give me some ideas. Urabrask, I think so. Yeah, Urabrask is a great card for this kind of stuff we're doing. Electro Dominance is a super cool card. Getting that like free cast. Spinning Wheel Kick. That's kind of gas, huh? Huh. That is an interesting one. The Spinning Wheel Kick. Probably like the Valakut Awakening, because it's just like instant gasoline. Then you probably want like your Escape to the Wilds. You're just kind of generically good cards. And like a big score. And probably want a little bit of mid-range nasty and some ramp, and I think the deck is done. I'm going to type in X search real quick. X search, in case we're just missing some like serious like mega ramp cards. Oh shoot, Finale. Yeah, that would be cool. Nylea's Interventions can find you a ton of lands. What does Whir do? It's like an artifact tutor. Yeah, there's some really good cards on oh shoot, Invasion of Ikoria. Oh boy. That's a battle. Okay. We just need to add some like, counters and stuff. The good ones. Let's see, Counterspell. A Counterspell should be fine. Flare. Do we have any blue permanents to sack? Not really. Do like Dovin's Veto for Aragorn, just to like have a finality to some countering war. And Wash Away. It's very good. We're just gonna add some like nice removal on the bottom end. And Path to Exile. And then our last card will be, let's see, maybe an Offer. Kind of like Offer. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Then again, we're making a lot of mana like we had said, so maybe Pact is still good. Like, we might just have it available, So maybe that's the best choice. So, what is this? Pay X. All right, everybody. So this is the Pay X deck. It really kind of revolves around these like X spells, and primarily focusing on Vadric's ability to reach a certain power criteria and basically discounting those amounts of generic mana you have to pay. So I could do like, if I have Vadric, for instance, at 5 power, I'll just have to pay an additional 1 generic but basically 2, 2, and 2 here for Doppelgang, and I'll just have to pay the green and the blue, and then I can copy. I could create 2 tokens for each of those each of those permanents. Oh my god, sounds fun. Let's take it for a spin. Let's see it. Oh, this could be my like new jam, man. I'm back. Didn't take long. Pay X. Yeah, this is. Oh, sorry. Wait. I want to queue out. Please don't queue me yet. Wow, that was fast. I was gonna say I need to add the new red green I'll totally do that after this. There's a red-green creature from MH3. I hope I might have it. If I don't, I'll definitely have to pick that up really soon. But that's the card that my mana is not very good at all here. But it basically it looks at all your X spells and it gives you like generic mana based on it. But maybe we're not playing as many X spells as to support that. Just looking at this hand, so maybe we're good. We're just good the way it is. Probably take my land, right? Take one of my lands. My swords, sure. Too bad I don't have white mana for that. Solar Transformer. Well, what I have to do now is I have to keep like searching for stuff. For good stuff. I guess I take my Urbrass now. Okay, I don't know what they're going to take. Maybe Sink or the Urbrask? Doppelgang. I need to get my red sources down, right? If I want to play Urbrask. Oof, that thing really scales out of control real fast. Pretty much the only play I have, right? They don't have a sword, so we dodge that. Let's see how they take care of Aragorn right now. They make these very valuable tokens, so they can just remove it that way. That's fine. So I'm taking lots of damage here. That's very good. Is this spirit too? Wow. Well, we're not going to take any damage this turn. How many attackers I have? 4. Let's get a steam vents. Oh. Electro-dominance. Just just dead. Haha. Of course it phases out. What a joke. I definitely was feeling like the ramp didn't feel very good, you know. It didn't feel like I had gave myself a chance with ramp, and really we're doing the X stuff, so I mean we're just gonna have to say goodbye to these these chonky boys and get a little bit ramp. Yeah, we needed some ramp here. God, for the Mizzet's Mastery, I mean, we have the big score. There's also Seize the Spoils isn't half bad with this reductions that we have going on here. And let's see, is there any other cards that kind of get us ahead a little bit with mana? Nothing really like Seize. Creates a treasure. We can always just go for Cultivate too. It's really not that bad here, especially with our reduction as well. You can go for the 2 mana ones as well. Those aren't terrible choices either. But we do have Roil, we have BRAWL, so we have those kind of reducers. Alright, let's keep going. This will probably be the last one I play. I think kind of feel for the deck a little bit, and definitely post this one up and let it roll, guys. You go first. Okay, a little bit of a interaction here. Okay. I like this because we can at least scry. There are scrying lands, right? Definitely. BRAWL. Yeah, we'll try the hem. We always have a backup land here, you know. Now, I'll be honest, I think I have about 55 lands in this deck, so there's no reason for us to be mana screwed. We have lots of multi-faced land cards, so yeah, other than the shuffler being weird, I mean, we got all that stuff. This is just garbage. Absolute garbage. Wouldn't mind getting all the Surveil lands, to be honest, that I have. That is true. There's true. There's some good mana dorks to be had. I suppose that like a glimpse, even like a glimpse could be fine. Basics we got. Looks like we have all the basics represented too. Oh wow, that card is very good too with us. Glimpse the Impossible. I don't know if we're building our graveyard like enough for this card. I don't know if we're putting enough lands in our graveyard for this one either. This seems cool. Hell to Pay. Trash a town. I don't have enough creatures for this. Okay. Yeah. Now we just have to add our snow-covered. One snow-covered forest. 2 mountains. Island. Plains. Snow. All right, baby. Pay X. We were getting into the sweaty games. Going first again. I don't have the correct mana to cast, but we could hit like a mana dork. We can try. How bad could it possibly be? Have removal and Skrelv. Probably definitely hit a mana dork off this guy. Oh, baby. Too bad that's not an Into the North. Our single snow-covered forest. Please let me have it. Well, we're honestly gonna have to just play Arcane Signet. That's way too risky to like just hit that. They're gonna have to do something about what's going on here, because they're gonna about get an Aragorn here in a second. Omnath? What a bitch. What's the mana cost? Oh, it's 4. What does this do? Okay, just enters the battlefield. Okay. I want Skrill back. Wow, Rishkar's expertise would be great. How does Teamer interact with Aragorn? I mean, they have bounce effects? It's a treasure? Okay. Sure. Could just be lethal with a green card. And that's lethals, guys. What's up, baby? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know it. Alright. That feels good. Let's go Arcane Signet. That was a little crazy. Alright, last game of the night. And Aragorn is so back. Man, I am so happy for Aragorn. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Some sort of like X kind of spell payoffs for him, so. Fuck, Nadu. I mean, we got the Ragavan. How bad could this be? Got a Spike-Filled Hazard? It's great. They go into Mana Dork. Literally the only Mana Dork that they could have is a halfling that will really fuck us. Otherwise, we're like really good. Oh, just a Jite? Alright, let's slam in. Nothing there for us. I want the breeding pool. Okay, they're not at Nadu mana yet. That is a guy. Did I play land for turn? I did. Okay. I mean, we got Nadu on this one. I mean, we have the wash away, so. What else can they do? I guess we'll take the land and the crackle. No. We don't have big mana yet. We got land in the hazard. What is our play next turn? Probably just to continue our board state, have a Shatter Skull Smash, have a Pact available. Kind of play like kind of just off the grid for a moment here. So we'll just have this probably come in. Can we kill the Fanatic? No. I mean, we're just wasting mana basically. We can basically tap out, but we just are kind of awkward here with this Disciple and this big 1/4 in our face. I mean, I just cannot let that thing come to the battlefield. We will take a Rishkars though. That will be something we need to get to. 4 damage right there. We just hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess so. Shia, that's fine. Blue. Spooky blue mana. Alright, let's go for the Rishkar. Oh, that's good for us. And then what do we have in our... Nothing too good. I think we just run the Seize the Spoils out here, it looks like. Just does 3, right? Or do 6. Seems pretty good. Then we just burn them out here. Okay, guys. Nadu is, we took out Nadu, which is good. Got a little awkward there. Can get awkward sometimes. But we had some stuff. Might have been able to fire off that hazard a little bit faster. It's like just four hit points just sitting on the table. Okay, we go first with Roil, with not much else going on, unfortunately. Looks a little bit better. You'll take an escape to the wilds any day. Interesting play would have been to bin that for our Arcanist. But we can always cast it, buff up the Arcanist, and then get busy again. I mean, Sylvala just gets so much better with an Aragorn, huh? But we just go here. I like this. I like what I see here with Gwenna and Hardened Scales. That seems really cool. I would like to scry. We did not hit land. Sucks. There's plenty of it. Yeah, we'll take those. Oh, that's just 9. Just 9 damage. It's so much damage. This ain't standard, guys. This is well, standard's pretty crazy in Best of 1. Let's be honest. It's fast, but yeah, it's just a little more interesting here. Okay, that's Elder Gargaroth. That's quite a card. They're popping. They are popping. Oh, they're fighting. It's good for them. Sure. Sure, unload it. Just unload it. I can fare well, so I might have to do that. I'm going to get my clue, though, first. Definitely will get my clue. Actually, if I get my clue, it's just no reason, so. And that's some crazy shit, huh? I just love these, like, scry lands are so good. I don't need any more lands. Vorinclex is very good. The guy, he's hanging on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mizzet's Mastery is pretty great here. Let's go into my Escape to the Wilds here. Get a plus. Yeah, they're pretty dead. The double cast is really brutal with the Mizzet's Mastery. And then we have Bolt here. Okay, any day. Any day now. Swing. They have to block. I don't know if they know it or not. Look at all those X spells. I know they're going to be good. I had this Lavala there. You know, she was up there, dude. She could have made some serious mana. So, yeah. Good deck. So here's our Pay X deck. And yeah, that's a great brawl list. So it's interesting. You probably have these cards in your wild cards, you know, if you've been playing for a little bit. So maybe you want to take it for a spin. I mean, it looked like it was just the ramp. I just had to kind of figure out the ramp package. But it looks like the Arcane Signet into the north is definitely pulling its weight along with like Ragavan at the bottom end. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, it's all good. This is very mid-rangey. We got our Sneaky Farewells, Sneaky Sunfalls as like a fail-safe. Green decks never expected. All right, guys. Fantastic. Have a great day. Bye-bye.